To some, a sanguine memory to me.
Alright. Okay, so that's 2 more bosses down. Didn't get any deeds there. But we did get enough stuff I can start upgrading my buildings here a little bit. The tavern. Actually, how many do I need for... 11. That would be nice. That would save me a notable amount of cash. No, I think we'll go for the... 3's enough for at least 1 upgrade over here. Which one do we want? Let's go with... Let's go with the bar. I got plenty of tipplers in the group.
Strong drink, a game of chance, and companionship.
What do we
The
got?
rush of life.
Oh god, nothing worth picking up. Okay. That's unfortunate. Another Hellion. How good are you compared to the one I got? Dacnamania Manslayer versus... Where are you? Early Riser, Warren Scrounger, and Known Cheat. I think mine's a little better. Okay. Camping skill, yeah. We'll stick with the one we got here. I wouldn't mind having a second one, but I don't really have anyone I want to get rid of right now. So we're just going to have to tough it out. Alright, well, I'm kind of at the point where I have 1 healer left in Veteran, and I still have, what is that? 3 bosses to go. So I got to get a healer up. Fortunately. Let's unequip our trinkets from that. And let's deal with all that nastiness we just got. Let's get rid of Fragile. She got Slugger. Wonderful. She fancies herself a DPS now. Which one did you get? No. Oh, Stress Eater. Yeah, that's kind of a nasty one. We'll get rid of it. Last thing you need is to be in there, get that hunger check in the last moment when you've underestimated your food requirements, because she just ticked over 50. No, thank you. I guess the rest of them can stress heal. You need to, yeah. You'll only pray. And who else? Who else? Who was our 4th? Ah, yes, Arzak. We'll go ahead and send you in. You're not a bad gambler, are you? No, you're not, so you'll go ahead and gamble for us. You better not lose my blasphemous vial. I just bought that. I've actually had that happen before. I've bought a trinket, put him in to gamble, and they've lost it. You know, that week right as I got it. Alright, let's take a look here. What do we got options-wise? Crucifix. I don't have a healer right... Oh, yes, I do. I have 1. I have, who is it? Who is it? Tater Tot. Tater Tot's good to go. Sniper's Ring. Don't really need it. Drit. Really wants me to have these legendary bracers right now. Alright, so as far as trinkets go, there's not a whole lot that I really want or need here. So I guess we'll go for the 2 portraits here, and we'll see about getting Norman ranked up. Alright, who else do we want to go with him? I would like to get the Hellion worked on. Finally getting a shield breaker up would be cool, too. I believe I have... Yes, I have one of them up, so let's sort by level. Oh, nope, wrong one. There it is. So, do I want a second Jester or a second Shield Breaker? You know what, I think... That's ballsy. Too ballsy, even for me. Go with a double healer run? Well, I mean, I would have decent enough damage, I suppose, between the 3 of these, considering half the stuff in there is Eldritch. And I do need more healers, so I guess we'll do that. Double healer, start working them up. Do the courtyard so it would stop spamming the same event. You'll get regular stress heals. I was kind of holding off on the courtyard until I saw a trinket item I wanted. That, and I don't have to deal with the fanatic just yet. Until I have the trinkets to actually deal with him. I mean, I probably should. I think timeline-wise, just to start getting invitations, I probably should have by now. But I figured I'd take care of that around... Well, that is fucking with my eyes right now. Do that for all... It does for all of them. I've never paid that much attention as it stretches the image out. My eyes do not like that. Like Doctor. Yeah, you know what? Shit, I probably should. We're kind of getting to the point where I'm starting to get trinkets, so it's not necessarily that bad. Okay, let's do it. I've almost got a full set of Sunray. Although taking 2 healers in on this is a little, because nothing's Eldritch. And no stress healing. Alright, let's pull you out. Put you back there and take you for some stress heals. Perfect. That'll work out a little better, I think. Very stressful in the courtyard. Okay, so for you, where are my sun rings? Oh, that's spiffy. So that's not bad. We'll go ahead and take that as well. So the courtyard is always maximum torchlight. It's always 100. So anything that gives bonuses above high torchlight are very beneficial in the courtyard. So sun rings are probably the single most valuable item for the courtyard. Which is wonderful, which is why I like to keep a set of at least 4 around if I can get them. What else do you want? I think we'll give... Who do we want to give? You know what? Yeah, here, we'll give you Dizzy's head. Here, take that. Have fun with it. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. I almost kind of want to give the Sun Ring to the healer instead of the Jester. But we'll give it to the Jester. I'm feeling benevolent. You won't need that, so let's give you the crit one instead. Yes, perfect. Jiblo. I should check armor, yeah. Need a couple of armor upgrades here. Give you Junia's head, as always, and I think we'll go ahead and give you the Sun Cloak. Yeah, nothing in there's Eldritch, so it's all Bloodsucker. Let's go check weapons real quick. Make sure everything's up to snuff. Or armor, I mean. Okay, you're good. Oh, you're actually good. You are not. These guys are low levels. I don't even know if they have all the skills they need unlocked. No, I didn't think so. Close, but not quite. Alright, we're good. Tambourine, I considered that, but I really don't think we're going to take that much stress that he needs it. And if he gets a couple of crits, that'll more than make up for the tambourine. I mean, it's not a bad pickup here. In fact, it's probably pretty good. But I think I'd rather just go for the extra crits. If we get just a couple of them, it'll be worthwhile. So it's the gamble. The tambourine is a safe pick here. The critical dice are the risky pick. They could pay off big, they could be completely useless. Whereas the tambourine is guaranteed to be useful. I'm in a gambling mood. I think we'll stick with the dice. Alright, so we'll take... What do we want here? Food, obviously. 1 stack should do it. We'll take, I think we'll take 2 shovels. The only things that shovels are good for are obstructions. And there's 1 curio in there I can think of that you can hit with a shovel. The bones in a cage. Torches are one of the most useful items in there because several curios plus another form of obstruction use them. So we'll go ahead and take 6 torches. Holy water. Not sure about holy water. I think holy water might be for the bloody basins. Or is it the urn? I don't know. Blood's also useful in there, so we'll take some blood. Might as well. Thanks for the follow, Stavrgan. I hope I'm not butchering that name. Although I butcher a lot of them, so it's kind of a theme around here. Skeleton key. I don't think we'll need a key. Medicinal herbs. There are some debuffs in there that can be a little nasty at times. Oh, that's right. Right, yeah, the shovel. Yes. Yes. I had almost forgotten about that. It is for the fountain. Okay, good. So we'll take a holy water. We should only need one. I want to make out of this with some cash at least. So I would like to interact with a few curios. Bandages. I don't think anti-venom are used for anything. It's been a while since I've done the courtyard. I haven't done it all this Bloodmoon playthrough. I think bandages have a couple uses, plus the enemy like to bleed, so we'll take 3, and we'll take 3 anti-venom. Mostly just because they like to blight too. And I think we'll call that good. Medicinal herbs are for the food carts. No, we shouldn't need any of that. And I can't think of anything... The secret rooms don't even use keys, because the secret rooms in the courtyard are all the prisons. So I can't think of anything I need a key for. You don't get basic heirloom chests either. I'm sure there's something in there that uses a key, but I can't think of what it is.
The courtyard and gardens surrounding the manor were once a point of pride for the diligent custodians I employed. Great banquets and lavish social affairs were hosted here under the stars. Despite the expectation of propriety normally ascribed to those in our position, we mocked the stoic melancholy of the moss-covered fountains and cherubic statues, our salacious trysts half hidden in the hedgerows, our morality slipping ever deeper into the mud.
So I was just thinking about it. Isn't the shovel also used for the planters? I think it is. You smash planters with a shovel, maybe. I can't remember. I think that's it. Or maybe there's multiple options for it.
Stone terraces and
yeah, it is. Okay.
Gardens were the site of long-forgotten revelry and well-remembered regret.
So yeah, shovels are fairly useful in here as well. Shovels, torches, and I think bandages for these here. So bandages are also useful in here. Pretty sure that's bandage. Let's try and find out. It is. Oh.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Oh, that bandage cost me 150 gold. Off to a good start. At least it wasn't 25 gold. So if I remember right, this entire run is basically scripted out. It's always the same. It's basically an introduction to enemy you'll face in here, and what have you. So let's go ahead and get rid of him.
Decimated.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely more useful for the obstructions and the wine crates, but if you happen to be flush on shovels, or they've been giving you a couple, it can also be used on a couple of other things. Yeah. So, hey, buddy. There you go. That's for you. You like it? No.
Continue the onslaught.
Guess you shouldn't have been so ungrateful.
Them all.
I'd like to put her in the front. Actually, yeah, just in case she goes first. That way she can Iron Swan. If there's anything in the back. Oh, never mind. Her speed's so much lower. I think it's the other shield breaker whose speed was a bit more comparable. So this shield breaker is most likely always going to go first, depending on the starting roll, and then shove back, and then she can Iron Swan. So this will be our opening position here. Assuming we ever run into anything in the... There it is, back row. Well, fuck you too, Hellion. I was just saying how you were gonna go last, and I apparently need to swap some of your stuff out here. Okay, fine. I just give this nice spiel about why she should be second row to start the fight, and bam, proves me wrong right off the bat. God. That happens a lot around here. The game will insist on proving me wrong as often as possible. Especially if I start talking about the Collector.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
Oh, that's right. She doesn't have Iron Swan yet. After this fight, she will. I should really start running a tally of how many times I forget to switch something after I say I'm going to switch it. That would be a very telling statistic. Alright, what are you going for? 3, so you're going to survive with 1 health. You are going to survive with 2. You... fuck you. Oh no, he survived. Okay, well... these guys still get to go. I probably should have killed them first, but... I really hate those mosquitoes. So I was blinded by rage momentarily.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Alright, it's good. We still got him anyway. In fact, it turned out to be the right decision.
A faint hope blossoms.
Look at that. It all worked out. Alright, so here's the first thing. We can go ahead and use a torch on. Oh, wait. What? Why does it say... had no effect? Oh, this is a quest thing. Okay, Jesus. That's right. That doesn't become a thing until after the scripted first one. Oh, man. Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on, guys. I remember. I remember. There we go. Phew. Anyone else see anything swapped out while I'm thinking about it? No, everyone else is looking for... you know what? I kind of want to swap that for... oh, I don't have sacrificial stab on him. It's fine. I was going to say sacrificial stab in case he gets moved forward somehow, but that's not going to work out. Here it is. I guess we can test our theory now. Alright, it is a shovel. Definitely. Perfect. So, despite the fact that this place is always max torchlight, you can pop the torch for a group buff. It's not significant, but sometimes it can help. I think it's +3 accuracy and something else. Can I actually? Yes, I can. I can use the torch here. So using a torch here gives you a stress heal. Not using a torch can result in loot, or it can result in a fight. I think the fight gives you loot as well, but skewering repartee tends to be the theme of the day. So, who needs it? 24. You know, might as well give it to you. Pop that. Yeah, it used to be bugged. Wow, that is a long hallway. Damn. Oh, God. Yeah, that's a hell of a bug. Yep. Oh, what do I want to do here? We could go for... you know what? That's not bad, but I think we'll just try and kill it. No, if I do that, they're going to go next, and he'll just heal it up anyway. So we might as well go for the buff here. Maybe we'll get the crit that makes a difference. Ooh, here it is, Shallowy. 8 to 16. Come on, I like it. I feel it. Feels good. No. I don't know what I was feeling. Must have been indigestion, because it sure as hell wasn't a crit. To 17. You know, I think we'll take the guarantee here. Yeah.
Broken. Maintain the offensive.
And I think it's finally time for a heal. That's not a crit either. What the hell's wrong with you? You're usually so critty. Let's just go ahead and finish it. There's
The
one.
enemy crumbles.
Way to show him how it's done there, Jester.
Success so clearly in view.
Or is it
what do we
merely
got going on
a trick
here?
of the light?
Trick of a light? No, that wasn't a trick of the light. I saw it happen myself. Oh, well, I hope I have enough shovels to get through here. No, we're not going to wait. We're fine. Everyone's almost full health anyway. Huh. Yeah, let's do that. I don't know why I bother. Just let them stay in whatever situation they end up in.
Another one falls.
Well, I mean, it's not just about as good odds either way. Unless the resist comes through.
Executed with impunity.
Oh, that was lucky. I think that was exactly what I needed to roll on
Seize
both
this
of them.
Momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna stop swapping them around. Just whatever... That was not... That's twice now that my bandage is not paid for itself. Suppose I could go for another stress heal here. You know what? I'm not making it out of here with nearly enough, so I think we're going to try and trigger the fight. Yeah, let's just go for it. What do we got? Skewering repartee. That's fine. As long as none of them... Oh. Why, hello there, old friend. Anyway. Let's go for him first. He's the biggest threat here. By far. You know what? If I pull him forward, he can't skewer me to death. I don't believe he can use that. He uses crack rib from the first position. So let's save ourselves some damage here. Do that. We can beat them up a little bit. Well, that feels like a waste. He still gets a turn. What's he bleeding for? 2? Can't really kill him. No one needs healing, though, so we might as well. Just in case he gets his turn next. A little less damage. Yeah, there it is. Oh, in case. He's the only one who can still act. Except for him. It helps if you pay attention to the little ticks. Yeah, there they are. Quite useful. Oh, you're dead. How are you? 2, 3, so you're still gonna live. You're gonna live. I think, yeah. Well, how convenient. What do you look like? Alright, give him the heal. That was a tad excessive. He was only missing like 10 health.
Great is the weapon that cuts.
Give me
on
1
its
second,
own.
guys.
A death by inches.
Alright, sorry about that. I heard some beeping and it was getting on my nerves, so I had to go find out what it was. Let's go north. Take the high road. Bandages, right? Yeah. No, I'm not. Well, they can't screw me 3 times in a row, surely.
If only treasure
And I'll
could
take it.
staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Why, hello there. Who wants to die first? You.
Destroy.
Oh, hey, there's that crit I've been waiting for. The Hellion can act from 3rd position, right? No. Whoops. My bad. You don't do a ton of direct damage. You do a bit of blight, though. So let's go ahead and heal. That low accuracy also helps. No, I've learned my lesson. Stress heal yourself and call it a day. What did that flying do to your character? I don't know if all enemy can do it. I think it's attack specific, like the blood drinking and whatnot. It's a new form of disease with one of the DLC, the Crimson Court, called the Crimson Curse. Now, this is a little different than most other diseases in that it's not strictly detrimental. As you can see here, it reduces my resists and my maximum health, but it also gives me an additional speed. Now, unlike other diseases, this one is a bit more dynamic in that it shifts based on craving level. Basically, he's a vampire now. Now, you can control or alter the level of the curse with this blood here. These stages are bloodlusting, which here, you know, for example, I'll show that when his turn comes up. He's not going to survive. Here, we're going to make him survive. No, or not. And that's fine. But, no, seriously, is he just not going to get a turn? Come on, let's get to him. One moment. The enemy want to be difficult. Oh my god. Almost there. I swear, I've got a visual there we go. So, he's currently at base. This is considered passive. He's not craving. He's not bloodlusting. At this stage, if you pop a blood, well, okay, there's a chance you'll go to bloodlusting. If you're craving, which is the next step downward, and you pop the blood, I think it's at that point guaranteed to bloodlust you. And then beyond craving is also wasting, which is dramatically bad. You don't want a character wasting, and if your character wastes long enough, they will eventually die from it. So the blood is used to control that. And Bloodlust itself gives you 25% bonus damage, I think like 4 additional speed, but it also works like an affliction, where sometimes your character will act on their own or do something detrimental to your party. Like, oh, you know, attack someone else or give them stress damage. But you really couldn't have killed him with that. All that build-up for nothing. However, using the blood on someone who is passive and not craving will still give you some, you know, advantages here. It's basically just another element to interact with the game. Something to plan for, because once you got people with a curse, you got to take blood with you now all of a sudden. And on top of that, in regular dungeon runs, there's a chance of a mini-boss known as the Fanatic popping up, who is probably the hardest damn boss in the game, mini or otherwise. And he likes to pop up at random. For each person in the party, is a 25% chance for him to appear. Or 100% chance if you have an antiquarian in your party, as I've discovered. Another quest item, fantastic. Speaking of, here we go. A surprising boon. Yeah, stress heal. Plenty of things in here stress heal you. Well, it looks like we're turning around. Downside to the Crimson Court, lots of backtracking through very long hallways. Especially for the Countess. God, fuck the layout of the Countess. Seriously. That layout is trash. Let's go down this way. I don't remember where it all is. My memory's not that good. So we're gonna find that last quest item here. Eventually. Oh well, okay. Well, let's go this way. This feels promising. Nope. Oh god, I am out of shovels, that's right. The courtyard also happens to be a very high stress environment because just about every enemy can do stress damage along with their regular attacks. So stress management is a pretty big deal in the courtyard. Which is where high crit chance characters come in real handy, because they can help kind of mitigate that to an extent. Alright, so who needs healing? 11, 12, you both do. Not gonna kill anything, so let's just go ahead and heal. Got him. Nice.
Slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Okay, who wants to die? You look like you kind of want to die. That lazy, half-efforted fluttering. I guess technically they're fluttering. I was gonna say hovering, but that's definitely more of a flutter. Stress, how we doing here? Starting to get a little crazy over here. You still get to go, though. And since you can do 14 stress damage, it's better to kill him than stress heal right now.
Annihilated.
So there's a composition I really like to use in the Crimson Court. I call it Team Self-Care. It's the Leper in front, the Houndmaster, the Jester, and the Occultist. Mostly because at that point, 3 out of 4 people have healing. 3 out of 4 people have potential stress healing. If I'm really high on stress, I can move the Occultist forward to position 2, and the Houndmaster back to position 4 for additional stress healing. And you can mark the Leper up front, get his protection up, give him a bunch of resists, and it's just a very strong team for prolonged courtyard play. Although, there is one major weakness to it in the courtyard, and that's the Countess. It is a terrible composition for fighting the Countess. Do not do it. It's fine for the other 2 bosses, though. Maybe not ideal, but it gets it done without too much trouble. Yes, each week there's a chance their craving level will increase. It's not guaranteed, it's a chance. They can resist the craving, the urge. But generally speaking, yes, they will start craving more. However, they will automatically consume blood if they need it. Like if they get down to wasting, I believe they automatically consume it. Or if they're about to die, they do. Because you can actually end up taking them into dungeons while wasting. So if it gets to the point where the curse has progressed to the point where it's going to kill them, they will automatically consume a blood. But yes, it does advance while in town. Although it does it automatically, so it's not really much I have to pay attention to other than my blood supply and making sure I don't run out. But that's why I build the Vintners so early in my districts. That way I produce 2 a week, and that significantly helps. To the point where my last playthrough I didn't have to worry about blood at all. I just always had enough. I'm starting to hope we might get out of here with only one cursed person. Oh, well, that's just rude. What's she gonna do back there? Nothing. Huh. A little stressed out there. Let's go with a buff for now. Get a couple of them down before I try and stress heal anyone. Oh, hey, you can use something from there, so you're not completely useless. Fantastic. I gotta get you forward, though. Speaking of getting you forward, let's do that. Nicely done. How convenient. I can do it 2 rounds in a row. We're going to go ahead and stun them. Now I can go ahead and start stress healing safely without worrying about it. Because hopefully they'll be dead before they can do anything. Hopefully. Maybe. Depends who goes first next round. Who goes first? I do. Wonderful. Who do we want to get rid of? Mosquito or... looks like that'd be rough. Let's take the mosquito out.
Eradicated.
He might just guard anyway.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
He went with a... oh, spoke too soon. 2 curses. Okay. That's fine, I can deal with that.
Obliterated.
So there's 2 things you can do. The first thing is, if you run into the Fanatic mini-boss, he will drop cures. I believe you're guaranteed 1. I don't know if you can get any more than that. I never have. I've always just gotten 1. So you can cure the disease on 1 person. However, you run into the disease so frequently once you do this first dungeon here, this introduction to the courtyard, that the cure really doesn't last. It's kind of pointless. However, once you've gone through and completed the courtyard, killed the final boss in it, you can cure the Crimson Curse like any other disease in your treatment ward. But that's a long way through. That's several massive maps and 3 bosses.
A devastating blow. This expedition at least promises success.
A portrait. I would like a portrait. Let's get rid of the citrine. Alright, where to? Where's the last one? Should be straight ahead, right? I think this is the last area. Well, you're not what I'm looking for. Oh, hi. Okay, so there's one more little section. You are not the good one. You're the one that gives the crappy trinkets. Then again, at least it's cash. What you got for me? Yep. Not as bad as she usually gives, though. She usually gives the rusted borders, which are especially terrible. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. And I'll go ahead and get rid of, at this point, the herbs. So that's an extra 1,500 gold. That's worth the 1 blood invested. Got plenty of blood anyway. Oh, right.
Unnatural and abhorrent.
Well, I forgot about that. Mini boss time. How about we not have you in the very back? Yeah. Oh. All right. Good so far. We're doing all right. His movers. I could pull him forward. I'm trying to remember if that's beneficial or not. I know his position reflects the attacks he uses. I think I actually want him in the back as much as possible, if I remember right. Let's give you a heal. Huh. Yeah, that heal will do it. Oh, right. Yeah, okay. Bleeds and blights are useful here because he gets 2 attacks per round, so they tick twice. Unless he resists. Actually, blights aren't super useful. He's got pretty good blight resist. You know, I think we're going to pull him forward. He resisted with 35%, huh? Alright, you go, Crocodilian. You do you. Let's damage debuff him, actually. As much as I would like to heal the Jester, I think that's the more prudent option. He's got very high debuff resist, though. So it's fairly unreliable. Oh, what an ass. Alright, when he comes out, he's going to use the big nuke on someone. I think he can only attack the front 2, or is it the front 3? I don't actually remember. What's our chance here? 120. Yeah, he resisted that. Feels bad. Okay, so this is crit, speed, and accuracy. Don't really need that. I could use more bleeds, though.
Singular strike.
I crit the cattail. Do we think we can get another debuff in? It's 35%. Probably not. I should focus on a heal here. We got 1 off. No sense getting greedy. There it is. Apex Predator. Alright, what's your stun resist? 50%. So pretty good. Let's go ahead and stun his last attack. He uses the, what is it, Teeth Rake ability up front, which is, I believe, single target but high damage. So we're just going to say no to that. And then stab him in the face. And stab him in the face again. Well, you can't do a whole hell of a lot now, can ya? Let's go ahead and get the buff going, I guess. Jester, not super useful for this fight, unfortunately. Apex Predator incoming. There it is. That helps. Alright. You still have... Nope, you've taken an action, so I can stun you again, in theory. Let's go for it. Nice. Alright, looking good so far. Options. Damage is going to be negligible, so he's not going to damage. The debuff, maybe. Probably not the safe option. Who's lower on health? You're both equal. Doesn't matter, that was a pretty sad heal. At least she can Aegis, so... There's that. Come on, bleed for me. Oh, God, just bleed resist. Oh, that feels bad. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and use Aegis on her. So I can heal her, the Hellion. Damn you, Chester. Big heal, come on. Thank you. That's what I like to see. Well, that wasn't too bad. I can deal with that. Alright, let's go for the stun here. Try and keep him from submerging. These stuns right now, MVP. Keep getting that crit. I think we can tap out at...
Quickens.
I think if you do it every round, you tap out at 9%. 9% crit's nothing to sneeze at either. Alright, definitely not stunning this time. Just do a little damage here. Oof. Oh, she needs healed again. Suddenly I wish I had a bandage. Oh yeah. We're gonna win this. We're getting through it. Little by little. He isn't submerged, so I don't have to worry about that yet. She's got Aegis, so she's fine for the time being. You know, I think we're gonna try and gamble for... Yeah. Let's go for it. Ooh, there's the resist. It's okay. We're gonna bleed him. Holy shit, it actually worked. Okay, that one I didn't see coming. It's okay, I think he's dead anyway. 6 to 11, you know what? Let's just take the safer option here, go for the stun. Okay. Glad I did that, just in case. Oh, yes.
Horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
Oh, yeah. That's my favorite Crimson Court set right there for the Man-at-Arms. Turns him into a damn powerhouse. It's beautiful. Oh, yeah. Once you get the second part... Oh, can't take that. So let's go ahead and get rid of the holy water for the rubies. Okay, where's my last quest thing here? Come on. On the right side, when you kill that mini-boss, you're always guaranteed to get at least one of the set items. And oftentimes the room he's in also has a chest where you can get a second one. You guys are a little worse for wear, though, aren't you? This next fight is going to be interesting. Hunger check helps. Oh, shit. I got no shovel. Okay, this is going to be a problem. It's going to put her on death's door. You might survive it. So I guess it depends. Do I get a fight, or do I get the damn... Shit. I really don't want to have to retreat from this. I might have to retreat. Such a wasted week. I can't remember if there's a fight coming up before that. I think there is. I think the last quest item is in the room and there's a fight. In which case, I'm in a bit of trouble. What's your speed? Speed of 7. It's not bad. They have higher speed in general. Damn alligator. Just ruining everything. The smart option is just evacuate. Call the week a dud. And try again. The dumb option is to move forward, use my food to get off death's door, and hope for the best. Well, I was never... Oh no, it's only 20% of your remaining health. Okay.
An indefatigable purpose.
I do not have a campfire. Nope. Oh, so that wasn't as bad as I was thinking. For some reason, I thought it was 20% of your max, not your current. It's 20% of your current. So, I mean, we're still not great, but it's not quite as bad. Fuck you! Damn jump scares.
Carelessness will find no clemency in this place.
At least, at the very, I think that's the last room. I'm pretty damn sure that's the last room. So if I use my food here, we can at least get back on our feet enough I can comfortably take the fight. Well, I don't really have a choice. That's what we're doing. Alright, I can win this fight now. Okay, it is. Oh, there's no fight anyway. Sweet. We made it. Hey.
The wine of multitudinous wings abates. Let us hope that is the end of things.
Oh, that's never the end of things, and get me the hell out of here, please. Thank you.
In those younger years, my home was a hive of unbridled hedonism. A roiling apiary where instinct and impulse were indulged with wild abandon. A bewitching predator slipped in amidst the swarm of tittering sycophants. Though outwardly urbane, I could sense in her a mocking thirst. Driven half-mad by cloying vulgarity, I plotted to rid myself of this lurking threat in a grand display of sadistic sport. But as the moment of murder drew nigh, the gibbous moon revealed her inhuman desires in all their stultifying hideousness.
And the ancestor learned a valuable lesson about courtship. Okay, it's 2 people with a curse. That's not bad. It's better than the whole party coming. Zoophobia. How did you get zoophobia in there? Mosquitoes, I guess, technically. Alright, fine. I'll give you that one. Torch below 26, that's not a huge deal, as very rarely does my torch go that low. Not until much later on, when I have the cash to deal with things like that. Ruins Explorer, okay. So I finally have a veteran shield breaker, which is going to be quite useful for the... what is it? The Inchoate Flesh, I think that's the veteran version. Whichever it is, quite useful. Fortunately, I was kind of hoping you'd hit level 2 off of that. That was too much to hope for.
These swarming fiends carry a pernicious plague. A sickness so virulent, so insidious. It is more a curse than a mere disease.
Well put, Ancestor. I feel the same way. The hamlet has been restored to a livable level of degeneracy once more. The dispersal of this pestilence to the surrounding environs, however, seems inevitable. And now we'll start getting Crimson Court fights in all the dungeons. And as it builds up, you'll eventually start running into more Crimson Court fights in dungeons than you do the regular denizens, which can be kind of annoying. Because, you know, I actually plan on fighting the things that live in the dungeon when I go in. But, it's just something you gotta deal with. Oh, you've got nothing. I'm not surprised. Alright, how many... I think I'm missing 4 deeds. Let's take a look here. 4 deeds, yes, I can swing that. Let's go ahead and get this upgraded and finished off. Oh, wait, I was going for crests. Right, there we go. I have portraits now. Do I want to save? I'm going to save them now, I think. We're getting close enough. Might as well. But I can... Actually, I'm 2 away from getting the stagecoach. At this point, it's kind of late to be getting the stagecoach upgrade. I can't exactly plan for a whole lot of deaths, because I don't get a whole lot of them. I've already used 1. Rest in peace, Evelyn. That death was still bullshit. 100% bullshit. Upgrades in here are always useful. No, I think we'll go ahead and work on our stress here for a little bit now. Some upgrades in the Abbey. Treatment cost. Yes, please. That would be lovely. Like to save some cash here and there.
Gilded icons and dogmatic rituals. For some, a tonic against the bloodshed.
Couldn't agree more, Ancestor. Alright, so my healer situation hasn't gotten any better just yet. I really need to keep doing the low-level stuff, but they got a stress heal. That mini-boss was a bit rough. Alright, one thing to keep in mind when you got the Crimson Curse, though, is that they can spread the curse to other people there that are in the same building. Oh, what are you? Tibblers, you gotta go drink. Got it. So you do want to watch out for that if it matters to you. Yeah, there it is. Curse heroes who share the same buildings or activities as other heroes have a chance to pass the Crimson Curse on. And I believe the more you put in there, the higher the chance is. So, you're Tippler. Oh, you're God-fearing. Well, you know what? I kind of wanted the curse on everyone anyway. Anyone a bad gambler? You're fine. Oh, you're a known cheat. Well, to the brothel with you, then. Oh, did I forget to lock you in? My apologies, sir. And off to the Abbey for you. Well... You're in the way, sir. You know what? He's fine. He can stress heal himself next week. Or next time he goes out. He's not that high on stress, is he? He's 30. No, he's fine. He can deal with that. Alright, so we've got one last boss fight we can take. Oh, two. No, one. Why did I think she was level 3 for a second there? So let's go take a look, see which boss we want to try and tackle here.
Just as I feared. Now loosed from their brackish prison, they will spread like locusts across our land.
Mm-hmm. I really should start working on the Baron before I level out too many more people. What do I even have I can take in? I can take in a... You're important in there. The Jester. For stress management. Who else? Tater Tot, yeah. See? Damn healers. They're gonna be the death of me. Alright, I just need to get another group of people up. Because I can't afford to send Tater Tot in there. Not just yet. I need him for... What do we have left? We have the crew. I don't need Tater Tot for the crew. Anyone will work there. It's not a super high damage fight. Mostly stress. Actually, he would be good here for the Swine King. Reduce the damage of the Swine King. So we'll go ahead and try and take out the Swine King right now. Oh, what group do I want to take, though? Oh, boy. Let's sort by level and see what we got. Mectasure would be alright here, our Plague Doctor. Although I might save the Plague Doctor for the flesh. It's a strong blight. No, it's got relatively high blight resist. Everything does. Although the disease control is kind of nice. Alright, we'll take you, because you can still use the Bloody Herb and stab things to death. Need a little more direct damage, though. So the debate is between the Houndmaster and Touche, the Bounty Hunter. I think we'll take the Bounty Hunter. And we'll take our Flagellant in as well. Not the greatest composition for the Swine King, but it'll work. Whoa, that's right, you got issues. Hold on. Let's go deal with that real quick. Sort by stress. Yeah, we got a few people who are somewhat troubled here. It doesn't really matter, so I guess we'll send you in. Mortain. I think you're a Tippler, aren't you? Yep, so you can't do anything this week. Next week. I don't need her for a while anyway. Kinda wish the reward was a little better. Well, let's look for a sun ring real quick. Oh. Ugh. But it's a long. I don't want. Do not want. Okay, so yeah, we'll go for the boss. Trinket-wise, pretty easy. I could take the Eldritch Incense, but in this particular case, I want increased debuff chance for this fight, just to make sure I debuff the very heavy-hitting Swine King. So what's my best option here? The incense is 40%. This is 30% and gives me some resist, so my choice is either less dodge or less health. So 31 health. How much does that reduce? 3 health. The move skill chance is kind of wasted. Then again, I can't... what is Wilbur? Wilbur does a debuff, doesn't he? I think it's a dodge debuff. Or something. Pretty sure it's a debuff. Good old Wilbur. So we'll go ahead and take that. Might as well. Beyond that, Junia's head. For hopefully more reliable healing. Where the hell is it? There it is. And we finally got our favorite item for the Plague Doctor. The Blasphemous Vial. God, it is beautiful. I don't even care about that extra stress. And throw in the Bloody Herb, and that's basically everything she could ever need. Like those 2 items. She's golden. Bounty Hunter. Ooh, we got a new toy for you, don't we? Yes, we do. Extra damage. I can throw Dizzy's head on him, turn him into a real powerhouse. Although he kind of needs some accuracy, so I think we'll give him the surgical gloves, perhaps. Yes. A little extra crit's nice on him, too. If I ever get the Ancestor's Pen someday, that's a real favorite item for the Bounty Hunter. Alright, that should do. He's got natural swing as well. For this guy, we're going to want some bleed resist. Or bleed chance, pardon me. Aside from that, what else do we want to give him? Accuracy would be nice. Yes, yes. Reduce stress. He's our stress healer, so that's fine as well. Hey, Anna. Check out Into the Breach. I'm looking into it. I was watching Lethal Frag and Sim for a little while last night. It looks interesting. I would like to pick it up, but I want to watch it a little more, just to be sure. Pretty nice pile of cash. Yes, we are finally getting up there in cash quite nicely. Quite nicely indeed. Alright, so that should be sufficient for the Flagellant. That gives him a little less stress, which works with his own stress heal. Which reduces a party member's stress, but increases his. He doesn't care about losing the dodge. He kind of wants to get hit anyway. And the little bit of accuracy will help. So, that's a decent enough setup, considering I don't have any great items for him right now. Like the Shard of Glass. Take plenty of food. The Warrens is not a huge shovel sink, it's just obstructions. You can usually get away with just 3 shovels on a medium. Especially with how interconnected the Warrens tend to be. If you run into that 4th obstruction for some reason, you can usually get around it. Herbs are useful in here, though. So we'll take a couple of those. We'll take a pair of keys, just in case someone decides to scout a secret room. Holy water is less useful. A lot of things like to bleed in here, though. So a couple of bandages can be handy. What else? Anti-venom, a little underwhelming. I can't think of any curios that rely on it. And the only thing that really applies it are the corpse eaters and the spiders. And they're not a huge threat anyway. Not on veteran, anyway. A little more dangerous on champion. No one with a curse, so we'll take some torches here. Yeah, this place is pretty cheap to go into. Just make sure you bring enough herbs, shovels, keys, and bandages. Oh, I get a venom anyway. Thanks, Plague Doctor.
My first attempts at summoning were crude, and the results disappointing. I soon found, however, that the type and condition of the host's meat was a critical factor. The best results came from pigs, whose flesh is most like that of man.
Delicious. Bet you'll never look at bacon the same way again.
A nameless abomination.
Like I said, very interconnected.
To my failures.
You run into that fourth obstruction, just walk around it. So, boss is going to be over here. This lovely corner right up here. So I think we're just going to skirt the outside to get to it. And that way, if we're in good enough condition at the end of it, I can just keep zigzagging through to finish off. No scout, unfortunately. Already been looted. There's bandits about. We're not the first ones here. Books. Always ignore the books. There's a chance something good will happen, but it's much lower than something bad happening. I'd rather not have something bad happen. Swinetar! Wonderful. Good to see you. I don't have a high dodge party, unfortunately. I don't feel like a crit was necessary. Thank you for it, though. So, yeah, the charge is going to be a little bit of an issue with this party. We're going to have to debuff it with the cultist. Make sure it does less damage. Rude. She was going to stab someone. Alright, yeah. So, damage debuff him.
Impressive.
You're not the only one who can do a useless crit. Yeah. I actually want to... Can I... 120% and you have reduced 20... No, we're not going to pull him. Would be nice to pull him forward so he doesn't do the charge. Not going to happen. How about a crit? 95. No, that's not going to work either. We're just going to have to damage him and hope for the best. Or I could try and stun the little one on the back. Maybe avoid a disease. Not quite as big a deal because I do have the Plague Doctor for camping. I think we'll just do damage to the big guy. Sooner I kill him, the better. What? Can he not charge from second position? Interesting. So it kind of works like Holy Lance for him, then. Okay, good to know. Well, that gives me 2 chances to get debuffs on him.
The ground quakes.
So that'll be significantly less damage, which is kind of nice. And that puts the little porker right here up nice and close. Ooh, could get the bonus damage. Nope, nope. Kill the diseased one. And if I'm correct, that means the big guy there can't charge me anymore. Either that or he just had a really weird moment and decided not to do his devastating attack. I don't know which.
Masterfully executed.
Oh, look at that. I get to stab him now. That bleed really going there. Boo. Alright, we're fine. Oh, there it is. So he can use it from second position. He just had a really weird decision-making process there last round. Huh. Okay. Alright. That complicates things a little because Flagellant is completely useless back there. It's okay. We got enough bleed rolling. He's not going to have a good time. Free damage for 4 rounds, huh? That's quite a bit. Did I remember to put... Yes, I do. She can't use it from there, though. Okay. That's alright. Do some damage here, and he's dead when his turn comes up. Alright, I mean, for a swine tar fight, that wasn't too bad.
Prodigious size alone does not
Couple of
display
unfortunate
the
crits there,
sharpened
but,
blade.
you know, it happens. Especially here in the Warrens. Everything loves to crit you. We did swing it back with a couple of occultist crits on those debuffs, which was kind of nice. No, I suppose he can use his Endure from back here. Look at that. He's not completely useless, guys. Shame on whoever said he was. I don't remember who that was, but... Okay, I think we'll go ahead and just heal you.
The wounds of war
Don't really need to, but I might as well.
but never hidden. Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Plague Doctor's trying to really impress me right now, so I take her out more often. I've had a bad history with Plague Doctors. They really like to die from heart attacks on me. I don't know why. But the majority, I think, of my 8 heart attack deaths, I believe 6 of them have been Plague Doctors. One was an occultist, and one was, I believe, a flagellant, if I remember correctly. This could be a quirk, positive or negative, could be any number of things. Let's see, who wants it? I don't really want to risk losing any of what you've got. Or you've got some nice stuff here. Yes. Nice. You're fine. I can do it for you. And you as well. Alright, so let's do it with him. Go for it. Deeply disturbed. Ooh, that's okay. If anyone was going to get stressed out, it might as well be him. He could remove a lot of it when he camps. Or we could go for a Rapturous, I suppose. That's not necessarily a bad thing. So I guess we'll see. When he's Rapturous, every time he hits Death's Door, he heals everyone behind him in the party. Or everyone else in the party for... I believe it's 5 to 8 health, which is pretty close to that of a Vestal heal on everyone. So it's pretty good. Although he does get a tad vocally abusive, you know. That's what you pay for. Yeah, let's go ahead and... You know what, you're fine. You're probably not going to slide forward anyway. Which you, though. You could. No, I think you're fine. Yeah, you're good. Alright, everyone's good. Everyone's got what I want them to have. Just making sure. Oh, it's about time we got a scout. Ooh, ho, ho, ho. Yes, please. Well, right in the 11th hour, too, just before the boss. I don't know who did that, but... I'm real happy you did it. You're winning points with me right now. Who has... I think it was probably the bounty hunter. He just finally did the one scout he was going to give me. Yeah, nobody else has anything bonus-wise, so it was definitely the bounty hunter. Who is also my most apt at removing traps, so we'll go ahead and do that. It's a fight, so I'll torch up one more, make sure I'm over 50%. An unexpected dodge. Spotted Fever. I don't remember what that one does. Let's take a quick gander at it when I get a chance. Blight okay. Yeah, that's workable. At least it's not the Black Plague or something absolutely horrible like that. Let's get rid of the 2 pigs in the back. They're the more dangerous targets here. He can still do his drum attacks from the front row, I believe, unfortunately. So pulling him forward is kind of useless. Pulling the little spawn forward is also useless, other than the fact that I can actually hit him. With that in mind, I should probably pull him forward. Yes. Pull him forward, stab him to death. Oh, well, you're gonna bleed me, huh? Not quite as much damage as I was hoping for there. Oh, well, shit, that moved him right back. Thanks, guys. Oh, that's unfortunate. That should have killed him. It almost worked out. I appreciate the cooperation all the same. Gladiators. They're really on my team. They're sleepers.
Death waits for the slightest lapse in concentration.
Mm-hmm. It's about time they start hitting the guy that wants to be hit, though. That's kind of nice. Alright, you're bleeding for 2, and you have 4... 5, so... Could go for him. I'd need a crit to do anything meaningful. What do I want to do here? I kind of want to kill this guy quick. No, you know what? My cultist still gets to go. Your health is okay. Not great, but okay. So I think we're going to go ahead and just let the occultist finish things off on the back. Have you try and soften that guy up a bit. Okay, please hit both of them. Go!
Their formation is broken.
Alright, they're dealt with.
Maintain the offensive. The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Well, the crits were... Oh, the one crit was a little unfortunate. But aside from that, not too bad. Go ahead and pull that stress off quick. Ooh. Okay, he's dead anyway. We're okay. Pull the bleed off. And one final heal. Lovely.
The flesh is knit.
Good last round there to kind of pull things back in my favor.
Mary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Okay, don't really have room for that. You know what? Where are we here? So we're going to camp here. Let's get rid of the anti-venom. What's everyone's debuff? One round. For the quest. Oh boy, that's right. You drank. Well, that's good. That's good. Alright, so let's camp.
Gathered close in tenuous firelight and uneasy companionship.
Alright, so who was it who had the disease? That was you. Nope. Bounty hunter. Alright. So let's get rid of spotted fever. Oh, did I not switch it out? I didn't switch it out. Ah. Okay, that's fine. I don't believe the Swine King does any blight. So it's not the end of the world. I can remove that later back in town. Which is your stress? So, do I want to go Rapturous or do I want to reduce his stress? That's a decision. I can go Rapturous right now if I wanted to. Right there. Let's go for it. Oh, right. Damn. One off. No. We can fix this. No, we can't. I don't have the commune. Betrayed by the Book of Relaxation. Oh. Okay. Well, that makes things interesting. I guess we'll do that. On the right side, this is good here. Because the boss counts as size 2. So that's a damn fine buff for him right now. And you know what? Let's just go ahead and do it. Hit him with everything. Make him a powerhouse. How you feeling over here? I'd feel pretty bad too after that. So let's give you another stress heal, shall we? Yeah. I regret everything.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Nope, secret room was right there. Okay. Good. Didn't want to miss that. I brought a key for it and everything. Wait, is someone a stress faster? Okay, that's kind of irrelevant, though. That wouldn't have triggered when I ate. Is somebody stress eater? No. Why the hell's my food sit such an odd place here? I have no idea. We're going to get rid of that 3, though. Go ahead and get rid of that torch.
The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
On the bright side, that now means I have to do less of this dungeon to make a decent chunk of change. Sure. Let's torch up that 6 we lost there.
A blazing star is born.
Alright, boss time. Everyone ready? Is there anything I want to swap out? Last second swaps? Well, I think we're good. Yeah. Actually, hold on. For you, let's get rid of Plague Grenade and take Noxious Blast. Or I could take Emboldening Vapors and put that on. I wonder how many rounds that lasts. You know what? I think we're... I didn't mean to do that. There. Let's take off Noxious Blast, take Emboldening Vapors, and just throw that on the Bounty Hunter for shits and giggles. That'll put him at, what, over 70... it's like 78% bonus damage. If nothing else, it'll be amusing.
It is a
Hey, Wilbur, how you doing?
a blundering mountain of hatred and rage.
Well, who pissed in your Cheerios today? Don't think that was entirely called for. Yes, and the one in the front. Okay, so what's the stun resist? 120? Yeah, we're not stunning that. Debuff resist is actually lower than I remember it being. So we're going to have no trouble debuffing him. And he's got low speed, so he should go last. More often than not, anyway. So let's just go ahead and whack. Debuff him. Get that up and running. This is still going to hurt like hell. Yep.
A dizzying blow to body
Feels
and brain.
good. Here, take the buff. How long does it last? 3 rounds. It's actually a lot better than I thought. I was worried it would only be like 1 or 2. Uh-oh. That's not a good target for stunning. Oh shit. That's actually kind of bad. Alright, I don't have a whole lot of options here. I can't touch Wilbur, otherwise he gets a huge fuck you attack in. So we're just gonna have to hope for the best here. And these 2, that's not ideal, because that'll put him down to deaths. I suppose it depends what it rolls. Here, we can fix this. When in doubt. I don't know if you have to do damage to trigger the retaliation or not. You know, it's not worth risking. We're just going to go for a good solid hit here. Actually, oh, I forgot. I could have controlled the marks. That was a mistake on my part. If I had swapped a skill out... That's my damage healer. Don't stun him. Thank you. If I had swapped out Endure for Suffer, I could have dramatically reduced the effectiveness of this boss. I completely forgot about that, though. As far as his mark mechanic goes. Anyway. It's okay. That's why Arbalest is also pretty good in this fight, because you can control the marks. So, let's see. I definitely need a heal on these guys. Not much I can do about it just now, though, other than attack. Why do you hate my front line so much? Why? damage debuff, yes please. I should heal, but I think we're gonna get... Ooh, hopefully he goes first. If he goes first, we're fine. If he doesn't, we're in a little bit of trouble, but I'm gonna keep damage debuffing the big guy as much as possible. Oh, he did go first, damn it. Oh, death's door. Oh no, one away. It's about damn time that mechanic worked for me instead of against me. Leaving the enemy at 1 health. Seriously, Wilbur, this is getting ridiculous. Cut it out back there. What's your health? You might, as long as he doesn't crit you, you're alright. Besides, I got a potential big heal coming in here anyway. Keep debuffing him. Let's get him down as quickly as possible. Much better. See, everybody's fine.
Fluids of skill and purpose.
Perfectly fine. Such a huge damage buff on the bounty hunter, and yet, yeah. Seems huge right up until he rolls for damage, and such a sad, sad number. My Plague Doctor with no damage bonuses is currently out DPSing my bounty hunter with a bunch of them. It's fantastic. I love it. There we go, that's better.
Perched at the very precipice of
That was
oblivion.
unfortunate. No. Nope. It obviously, it weakens him every time he uses it. He loses damage, dodge, and speed, but aside from that, no limits. I don't think any of his abilities have a limit, actually. No. Nope. They're all usable. He's a very strong character, definitely. Probably, I would say, bordering on too strong even after his nerfs. But, yeah. Although, to be fair, he's not super useful everywhere. Which I guess is how they figured he was balanced. Well, that sucks. Our bounty hunter might actually die here. Depending on who Wilbur decides to try and stun. If he stuns the bounty hunter, or, you know, even attacks the bounty hunter, that might do it. Or stuns the healer, that's a problem. Yeah, good luck on the coin flip. Oh, it makes you not spam it as your main source of healing. The fact that he has to be below 50% health. Like, I can't use it right now, even though I really want to. Because he does have to be the target of attacks to get down low enough to use it. Yeah. Oh, God. Well, let's go for it. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, survived for now. Okay. Probably even odds that it's a 0 bleed. Oh, well. Call me surprised. Alright, we're good, we're good. We've definitely got this. This fight is as good as in my favor as it's ever been. Yeah, Wilbur, as soon as the big guy's dead, I'm coming for you. I'd start running. I give you a 5-second head start, and then you die. Another advantage to the Flagellant is he gets stronger the lower his health gets. When he drops below 38%, he gets this buff. And I believe it gets stronger when he hits Death's Door. So there's a very high-risk, high-reward playstyle of him if you're really looking for it.
How many rats will it take to gnaw?
Hey, guess what, Wilbur? I've decided you don't get 5 seconds. You're gonna die now. Yeah, definitely. And he gets the highest Death's Door resistance in the game. If you slap a trinket on him, I believe the soft cap is like 85%. If you throw 2 trinkets on him, unfortunately, the soft cap is pretty hard, so you only get him up to about 87%. But still, it's pretty potent. Although that one XCOM roll is all you need to die. 87%, more like 33. Wilbur? Hey, Wilbur. Guess what, Wilbur? Damn it! It was Wilbur's turn to be stunned. Oh, shit. My whole party's going down. Alright, you've impressed me, Wilbur. I'll take you back to the hamlet and have you stuffed and mounted on a plaque. God, seriously, Wilbur's really nailing it home right now. He's going to slowly whittle me down to death. Oh, too bad, Wilbur. That's too bad. Too bad. You know what I got for you, Wilbur? Eat bleed. And, oh, he's going to have 3 health left. He is a really resilient little pig, isn't he? Okay. Alright, I see what you got.
Inspiration and improvement.
Yeah, you're alive. I see it. Not anymore, though.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Well, anyone else suddenly feel exhausted? I feel exhausted. Alright, what do we have left? What do I actually want to do here? Do I really want to go for anything else, or do I cut my losses here? We got pretty good loot. A couple more heirlooms would have been nice. Cash-wise, we're good. Then again, I could head back around and hit this treasure room at least, use my last key. You know what? I might as well at least do that. It's only one fight. Use a key. I should... Is there any obstructions along the way? No. I'm going to go ahead and toss the shovels here for the blueprint. And we'll go back and do that. Stun after stun. Time after time. Yes. He's a little pistol, that one. I see you there, Trap. You won't surprise me. My observational skills are legendary. That's what I say to myself every time I walk into a trap I knew was there. That's a buff. If you use, what is it, medicinal herbs, I believe. It's not a great buff. And I'd rather use medicinal herbs on other things in here for the most part. Unless I know I'm going up to a boss and I find one, then, you know, by all means, might as well. Alright, let's torch up so I don't take as much stress damage here, since we're basically at the end of our run. And what do we want to do? What do we want to do? I want to kill the 2 in the back quickly, preferably. On one hand, I want to thwack him. On the other hand, I want to pull this guy forward so someone else can thwack him. But I think the better decision here is just make sure one of them at least dies this round. I could stun him, actually. You know what? Let's do that. Yes, yes. He's almost dead. He's going to have 1 health. Well, I can't allow that. There it is.
Blurred vision. The end.
I almost feel like he's got the highest crit chance in the game, as far as enemies go, is the Gorer. Nothing seems to crit more than that thing. It's crazy.
Life is taken.
I could go for a heal here. What's speeds? 8 versus 6 versus 4. No, we're going to gamble on that one. And I think we're going to try and put a little damage down on the spawn. So, what do you think of the Crimson Court DLC? I saw mixed reviews on Steam and was wondering if I want to get it. That said, I've never even finished a single run. Well, I would say it's good. I enjoy it. personally. I know there's a lot of flack because it makes the game more difficult and there's more to manage. However, I don't feel like it does so in a way that's unfair. There's always something you can do about the difficulty. I do have complaints, don't get me wrong. Like, I would like to see fewer Crimson Court fights outside of the Crimson Court. I understand why they're out there. You need them to get invitations and all that, but I think a little less would be nice. That way I can actually run into these nifty little fights once in a while of the actual denizens of the dungeon. Other than that, I think it's a great addition to the game. The mechanics, like I said, add challenge and difficulty, but are generally fair. And, you know, the Flagellant is fantastic and all that. So, you know, I like it. But it's definitely probably a good idea to get a good feel for the game before you turn it on. Most people, and I kind of agree, would recommend to do at least one playthrough without it before you go into a playthrough with it. Because it can make things quite a bit more difficult at times. Especially when that damn fanatic pops up on your antiquarian runs. What do I want to do here? I kind of want to... I think we're going to stab him. Yeah.
Decisive pummeling.
Go with a nice stab there. I really wish I could hit you right now. I don't have any AoE, though. Now I can hit him anyway. So I suppose we're going to go for you. One away. Alright, you're the only one who needs a heal, huh? Kind of run out of steam. Yeah, that's understandable. The pace can get slow here at times. Especially if you're not giving yourself good... Fuck you. Put him up. We're gonna fist fight this to the end. If you're not setting like direct immediate goals for yourself on a week-by-week basis. Radiant mode is good because it definitely speeds up the run. It keeps a faster tempo than Darkest or Blood... Well, Bloodmoon keeps a pretty quick tempo because you're on a week limit. So you kind of force the tempo. But yes, Radiant kind of removes some of the annoyance mechanics and kind of speeds up what's going on from week to week, so... If the pace kind of feels like it's dragging for you, or you kind of lose steam going through, Radiant might be a good mode to try out. It can certainly help with that regard. You know what? I want to kill everything here. We're going to kill this guy. I believe he's going to bleed to death, yes. Which means I just got to get the one on the back. I'm tired of you guys critting me, so we're going to stun you. And, boy. What are you, 3 for 4 rounds? That's a little much. Let's go ahead and just do a heal. Oh, well, that was nice. And he'll be dead next round.
A death by inches.
I actually kind of want him to live just a little longer. I would like to get one more stress heal off here quick. That way I don't have to stress heal my healer. So I think we're going to go ahead and damage debuff this guy. And I'm going to do a stress heal here. And hopefully... Nope, I don't get to go next. It's okay, though. He didn't crit. And now we can kill him.
Obliterated.
Ooh, in fact, I get the crit. Alright, so only one person needs stress healing after this run now.
Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Which works for me. I do want those crests. What do I want to toss? You know what? I think we're done with our torches. Gold. I don't need the herbs. Come on, deeds. Ooh, no deeds.
Waiting to be spent.
That's okay. More crests is always appreciated. What do we got going on here? Got a pretty good idea of the rest of the dungeon. Let's go ahead and... I don't really want to take another fight because I don't want to risk any more stress than this leaving. So I think we'll dip down, grab that curio, come here and grab this one, I think. And then call it. We should have more than enough torchlight to do that without risking a shambler pop. Which would be pretty terrible with this group right now. Oh, there it is. Who wants to interact with that? You know what? You go ahead and do it. That's what I thought. Nocturnal, which is that's fine. He's not a particularly high-speed character anyway. Actually, he kind of is, now that I look at him. He's got 8 from his... Yeah, he is actually a reasonably high. For some reason, I thought he was lower than speed than that. I don't know why. Interesting. For some reason, I thought he was 6 base. But, I mean, that's still middle. It's not like a leper or a crusader, but not exactly a speed demon either.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Yeah, okay. I think we're done here. That's yep. I don't want to take another fight, risk any more stress. That's more expensive than I'd earn out of it anyway. Craving the blood. One of your infected heroes has a thirst which can only be satisfied with the blood. Feed them soon, or they may begin to weaken. It's cool. They're fine. And now I have no better... Oh, holy... Oh, well. Looks like I'm spending some money anyway. Lovely. Well, that was officially my last veteran healer. Which is a little rough.
All my life, I could feel an insistent gnawing in the back of my mind.
Alright, any trinkets, anything?
It was a yearning, a thirst for discovery that could be neither numbed nor sated.
Nope. I'm gonna pick up there. 3 portraits away. How many crests do I need for this upgrade? 29. You know what? I can spare a few crests here. So let's swap some crests for portraits. I need 3, right? Yeah. Ugh, that's a lot. Sure, yeah. At least I've got the upgrade. That'll save me some cash.
Every creature has a weakness. The wise hero trains for what he will face.
Really need to start working on my camping skills as well, but they're so expensive. Especially when you're trying to set up a whole roster for it. I think I've picked up most of the important ones. I just gotta remember to swap them out when I take the heroes in. Alright, we got some quirks to remove, though. It's more expensive for the higher levels. Let's sort by level here. What do I actually have? For my mid-levels, I might need to keep... Yeah, boy. My mid-level range right now is pretty sad. I got one group of people, no healers. So yeah, I'm at the point where I gotta go down and do lower level stuff again. Or start champion stuff, either or. I think I'd rather get a lower level group up and running, though. Feels kind of important. So, for now, we'll go ahead and get rid of Thanatophobia. Really like to lock that in, but it's still that expensive right now. So I can get the next quirk upgrade. Then it'll be a little more affordable. Alright, so we'll lock in the Thanatophobia, at least. For now. And who else was it? Which one of you had the worst one? Was it you? Dacnomania? That's not too bad. Love interest, that's actually fine. What did you get? You got Fear of the Unholy. We'll definitely get rid of that one. So you're out for the week. Ugh, you're actually out for 2 weeks. You know, I could take him in and just have him go Rapturous. It's not the end of the world, I suppose. So I could take him out next week if I really needed to. Oh, it's finally time to stress heal you, is it? Yes, yes it is. You enjoy that drink. I hear it's cold and frothy.